Hey Blockheads, this is DJ AK the Amanda Knight, and I'm here to let you know that my so-called whatever podcast and No More Games Radio have joined forces. Listen to No More Games Radio on Sundays at 2 p.m. for your favorite episodes of my so-called whatever podcast, and maybe a live episode? Who knows? Tune in to my so-called whatever podcast for upcoming No More Games radio features and exclusive stories from our staff and DJs. And as always, follow us on social media at No More Games Radio and at my so-called whatever. Hang tough!
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom! And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
We were just talking about Brooke's really cute Mother's Day post that she did with Bitmoji.
I was proud of it because I wanted a
it.
picture of us, but then I was like, I don't know. And then I thought, oh, Bitmojis.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like my Bitmoji very much represents me.
I feel like my Bitmoji represents me on my very best day.
Probably same for me too, even though my Bitmoji has their hair up and in a hoodie. I have it today, just sans hoodie.
My Bitmoji is also wearing Crocs. Sorry, Maria.
Sorry, Maria.
I apologize. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, what do you guys think of Crocs? Let us know. Let us know. I'm going to tell you right now, I have lots of them.
So I have one pair of the classic clog style Crocs.
Yes.
And I do love them. But I only have one pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I have countless pairs of like the Crocs flip-flops and sandals, and I wear them to work every day.
They're comfy.
You wouldn't know they were Crocs.
No, you wouldn't.
They don't have the holes in them, like where you put your gibbets.
Yeah.
They're like work appropriate.
Well, I have a pair of flip-flops. I have a pair of like strap ones that are glitter, black with glitter. Then I have a pair of the clog ones that are tie-dye with like felt inside, or like not felt, but like a very
they're for
shaggy,
cold weather.
Right. And guess what? Ruined those the first day I wore them when I drove into a ditch at Brendan Brody's old school. You know that remember the little dip? I like drove in it and my car was in water.
How did you drive in it?
Because it was foggy and I couldn't see. So like when you're exiting, it's really confusing, guys. It's really hard to explain, but I promise you, I was told by multiple people, you can't imagine how many people have done that, because I was so embarrassed, as I should be, considering my car was literally in water, like filled up with water, not filled up to the top, but filled the bottom of it with water. I just had gotten the car. Like,
was this the red car?
Year. Yeah, this was the red car.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember this.
And they had to pull us out. We had to call a tow truck. Thank you, AAA.
Maybe I remember it. Maybe you know what? I have a very vague memory of this.
And they got soaked. And they never were the same after that. How that stuff gets matted and like you can't like unmat it.
Yep.
And I scrubbed it and I washed them. Like I shampooed, like I was shampooing carpets. Like I shampooed the inside of the shoes, because I love them for basketball when I'd have to wear basketball sneakers. Like when I was coaching, I would put those on and then, put my basketball sneakers on after. So it'd be like a quick change. So, but Brody, that man, he Crocs forever.
Crocs for life.
We had prom pictures done as a family. And I'm like, freaking Brody, you're wearing your bright green Crocs.
Play on playa.
Play on, playa. Yeah. So, Brooke, oh my God, I got my dress. It arrived.
Oh, you did.
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna show
We
you,
have
and
to-
then you guys, I will
we have to
post
tell the
this.
story.
Okay, hold on.
She's gonna go get it. I'm gonna spoil the surprise. Nikki. Okay, so Nikki and I had the same prom dress,
Because
but different
this
colors.
is my dress.
That is
This is it.
100%
Definitely smaller.
the dress.
But
It's definitely a small size
Bryn will fit
dress.
into it. Okay, hold on.
But I'll wait until she comes back. And she might even edit that out.
Okay.
So while you were doing that, I started the backstory.
Oh, okay.
And all I said was, for those that didn't know, you and I had the same prom dress.
We
just
did.
different colors. Mine was
Correct.
like a dark, like navy, like a midnight navy blue.
Mhm.
And Nikki's was like more of a aqua, like teal type
yes.
blue.
Yes.
And they were beautiful. 1998.
Oh my God.
Those dresses were
gorgeous.
they were perfect. So,
And I unfortunately donated mine, which I think I've talked about before. I felt pressure to do it. And I remember this is a new memory. I think I always thought my mom was like, yes, you need to donate it. But I feel like she said, you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to keep those. And that's like total opposite of my mom, like ever.
it is, but I could see Beverly saying that.
Because there were certain things my mom kept. There were very certain things my mom kept. My mom kept my wedding gown, kept hers. I have hers downstairs from 1968. No, 1968. Yeah. She kept my dolls, like all my Cabbage Patch Kids, certain things that she would keep. And
yeah,
I had a friend who worked for this kind of like it's like a community action program. And they were providing prom dresses to girls who couldn't afford them. And I thought it was a really good cause. And it really is a good cause. And I was not like a passionate teenager, but I was really passionate about this. And I started having second thoughts, but I'd already told them that I would do it.
Yeah.
So I remember crying after I dropped it off. Because I dropped both my prom dress and my semi-formal dress, which was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Both of them. But then I showed it to Bryn and she was like, oh. So I bought this because I thought Bryn could maybe not wear it for prom next year because I understand that's going to be her senior prom. It's special, whatever.
Right.
But she could. But she could wear it to her semi-formal because it's my dress. Like, that is the dress. And somehow, some way, Brooke found it.
We have been looking for these dresses for a while online, just like, like a resale thing.
Right. And prom night.
I had looked as recently as just a few weeks before Bryn's prom. Like I had been looking.
And I had told you, I had always been looking. I'd been looking up like blue, 90s, prom, like sparkle, everything I could figure out. But I'd forgotten that it had rhinestone straps.
And I remembered.
And Brooke remembered. So Brooke found it. And it was crazy because you guys, it was only $60 and it's in amazing condition. There was another dress that it was exactly the same, smaller size, missing rhinestones, and they were selling it for $200.
Crazy.
And this person even offered me a deal. They offered it to me for $50. And I was like, that's when I was like, I'm just going to take it. Before I even asked Bryn, I'm just going to take it.
Yeah, for $50.
Right.
And who knows? Maybe Sadie will wear it.
Exactly. This one's not going anywhere. This one's going in in the prom bag. And, if Bryn's daughter or Brody's daughter wants to wear it, they can wear it. Sadie can wear it. It will be the traveling dress instead of the traveling
I love that.
pants. Yeah.
I
will post a picture of you guys of me wearing the dress. Maybe I'll have Bryn try it on this weekend. Maybe there'll be a picture of Bryn wearing the dress, maybe. If I remember.
If you want, I'll come over and try it on.
Hey, Brooke,
it would burst at the seams.
Stop.
Well, no, it would. It wouldn't even make it up my knees.
I feel like it's smaller than a size 10. It looks.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
They were. I remember very vividly because in high school, my senior year of high school, I was like a 12, 14. I was, depending on the brand, I was kind of in between those. I think I had to get a size 16 or 18 in that dress because they ran very small.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you have it like fitted to fit you.
Correct.
But no, it's definitely a small.
I believe I got a size
10.
22 in order for it to fit me because they needed the length. They needed to add.
I think Nikki, I kind of remember that, which is why I think I got an 18.
But they completely fitted it to me, and it still was short. Because I remember them telling me, you're not going to be able to wear heels. And I was like, I got clear heels. I'm fucking wearing them.
And they're too fucking bad.
Yes. So, oh my gosh. So yeah, so much has happened.
Joke's on you.
Prom, Bryn's first prom was amazing. Her dress was gorgeous. I posted it. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on my Instagram. I can't believe it's like she has 1 year left of school. She is a senior
That's
next
insane.
year. So I'll be documenting that through the podcast, how I'm feeling, how things are going. But yeah, so that is that. So I will post pictures if I remember. Charlene, remind me.
She will.
I love you, Charlene.
Noted. She's sending a message right now.
Yes. So we have some really good stories for you today. Yeah. You guys, it's been a while. Again, you guys get it now. Like,
yeah,
we're trying our
Sorry.
best. But we've got, both of us have so much going on right now in our personal lives. Good and bad. Just, you guys get it. Things happen. And these past couple years have been very different. And Brody decided he was going to play lacrosse. So
I love that so much.
That has taken up all of my time because he is so serious about it. I love it. He wants to get like extra coaching and he just really enjoys it.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love how he will just go after something even though he's never played.
Right. I mean, I couldn't even imagine doing that. I mean, I shouldn't say that because I played field hockey and I'd never played before, but that was different.
That was different. That was very different.
Field hockey, when we played, I'm just going to say it. It was kind of like even if you're not athletic, you can play sport.
Everybody made the team.
Yeah.
We didn't play, like, we were never, like, there was no place that I recall back then where you were ever exposed to field hockey. Like, they didn't play it in school. They didn't have middle school teams.
No.
There were no camps, like summer camps, nothing. So all of a sudden, like, you're in high school, you're a freshman, field hockey is a sport now. Right. Everybody can play.
Right.
I do remember that our team was terrible.
We were pretty bad. Yep.
Like, but that's fine.
I had fun though. I had a good time. Yeah. And yeah.
I started and I quit. I quit the field hockey team.
I thought that you did.
Yeah, I hated it.
Yeah. Plus you liked working.
I did.
And
I got a job.
Like cramped your work style.
I got a job bussing tables at the fanciest restaurant in town.
Yes, you did. You had to.
And I'll tell you what, I did. I had to wear pantyhose. Girls had to wear skirts or dresses, period. No pants allowed. Fancy. It was very old fashioned.
Very old fashioned, fancy.
But I will tell you right now, our vice principal, he knew I worked there because he was a regular on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. And
he loved that I had a job, that I did good in school, like I had good grades, and that I happened to work at his favorite restaurant. I never had to worry.
Was that Mr. Busier?
That was.
I freaking loved him.
You've been tardy 19 times? Well, maybe just stay after for one detention.
It's the same thing for me because it wasn't necessarily that I played sports. I just really liked him and he was a nice guy. And I just was tardy to, and he goes, Nicole, because that's what, when people meant business, they use my real name, Nicole. You gotta have to stay after for this. There's too many. But then you get a fresh slate.
Exactly. Clean slate. Make a new start.
So yeah.
Make a new start. But
I'm not sure I ever stayed after that.
I definitely did. I remember the detention room very well.
Yeah, because it was down like in A.
It was like A7.
Yeah.
But I didn't stay nearly as many times as I should have.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely got a pass. And he was very good to me. He was not as good to my brother. So I have, and this is why I've always said I am so glad I came first.
Yeah.
School would not have been as easy for me if I had been the second kid in my family through the school system. But that being said, we should probably intro.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, this is Brooke.
This is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
Welcome to the block party.
And we ain't leaving out nobody. Nope.
We have a couple stories for you today.
And you're gonna like them. So here we go.
Who's reading first?
Let me see. Let me see what these stories are about, because I might need to. I think yeah, I thought there might be like a Joe specific story, but
I was gonna say if there's a Joe heavy one.
Yeah, these are two Joe girls. So I will read the first one.
Okay. Sounds good.
This one is from Katie. Katie, if your ears were burning on Friday morning, it's because Brooke and I were talking about you. All good things. Because it's Friday morning when we're recording. And this is Katie's mixtape 2022 meet and greet experience.
Ooh.
Here we go. It says right on the top as a memo to me, be sure to include videos. Good job, Nikki. You didn't put them in there. Good job. So I got to go find those.
And they'll be on the website.
They will be. Hi, Nikki and Brooke. It's been a minute since we've chatted. I'm writing today with my mixtape 2022 meet and greet Lincoln, Nebraska. Where do I begin? We had a lot of heartbreak in 2020 with the cruise and Fenway being rescheduled. I did get to go to the rescheduled date of Fenway. It was a great weekend of friends and NKOTB. Then mixtape 2022 was announced. I was nervous I wouldn't be able to go. I got tickets with my friend and yours, Heather, and my three favorites, Jessica, Amanda, and Amanda's daughter, Olivia. This was only my third NKOTB concert ever and my very first VIP. We started our day with the VIP party, which was so great. We met up with all kinds of blockheads and had a few drinks. Then they started announcing our groups. We were Group H. When they called Group H, we all got in our place and stood patiently in line. Watching the previous two groups come out with tears and smiles sent me into a whirlwind of emotion. Heather kept telling me to breathe. I was breathing. In, out, LOL. Then I turned back to Jessica and she was like, I'm going to cry. I said, no, Jess, we're keeping our shit together. Heather, an RN, decided to check my pulse. She said, okay, your heart is racing. I looked at my watch and my heart rate was 154 just standing there. Oh my God. It didn't feel like that. Then we rounded the corner and saw a black curtain as Group G walked in. I saw Danny standing there in a Nebraska Husker shirt. Our Huskers are the heart of our state. It made me so happy. Then the curtain popped open and again, I saw Donnie and that smile. I almost lost it and decided to check my heart again. 174. Oh gosh. Then it was our turn. My friend Amanda and her daughter Olivia were in front of us, and Olivia had planned to ask Donnie for a group photo of just the five of us since he isn't picking a cover girl this tour. He said he could make it happen. We did get rushed out too quickly for it to happen and meet and greet. I walked in and there was Danny. I wasn't nervous with him. I did talk to him like he knew me, which he doesn't, and my full-on personality came out. I'm a little embarrassed to say, I said, fucking A, right? Wearing a Husker shirt. Danny Wood. Oh my God, what's the matter with me? He doesn't know me, and the first word I say is the F word. Anyway, he laughed at me and pulled me in for a hug. I said, but I do love Boston College Eagles too. I do like the Boston College Eagles too. He said, well, I won't wear this shirt again. I said, well, I'm row 6. You can just toss it to me. Next up, bigger than life, Donnie Wahlberg just grabs me and swallows me up in a hug before I can say a word. We pull back, but he has me so close that I'm looking up at him like a child. I have both of my hands on his chest as he holds me, and I say in this little voice, "Hi, I'm Katie." He gives me that grin and says, "Hi." I said, oh my God, Donnie. Oh my God, you're Donnie fucking Wahlberg. There we go. I did it. Still with my hands on his chest. I then said, Donnie, my 14-year-old son had a question for you. He said, okay, what's that? I said, he wants to know how you became Danny Reagan. He just looked at me with a smirk and shrugged. I said, because you're Donnie fucking Wahlberg. And he said, yeah, that sounds like a great answer. He was gentle and kind and got my breathing controlled before Jordan. As you know, Jordan is one step away from Joe. And oh dear God, I was freaking out a bit. Jordan, I stood back as much not to bombard him. My personality is big and I didn't want to put him off. I said, Jordan, my name is Katie, and shook his hand. I said, it's just so great to see you. I said, you look awesome and thank you for all you do. He was sweet. Although wearing a mask, his eyes were smiling. I said, can I get a hug? He said, of course, and wrapped me up tight. It was fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. The moment I'd been waiting for 35 years. Next up, Joey freaking McIntyre. Okay, Katie, keep it together. Remember I told you how Olivia was in front of me? Well, her tears were pouring out by the time she hit Joe.
Oh.
I walked over to him, looked in those eyes and said, hi. My eyes started to well up and I said out loud, no, I'm not crying. He looked directly in my eyes, took me by both arms and said, this is an emotional group. I love it. Oh, Joe, those damn eyes. My body involuntarily moved into him. I said, I'm sorry, I'm so close. He said, it's okay, then squeezed me so tight and he smelled so good. We pulled back. He too, like Donnie, didn't let go. It was like they knew they had to hold me up. I said, I'm Katie Loring. I'm friends with JJ's mom. He knew exactly who I was talking about. I said, she asked you my question in Q&A in Vegas. His eyes lit up and he said, what was your question? I said, it was your most useless talent. He laughed and said, oh yeah, what did I say? I said, you didn't have an answer. We took the photo real quick and then he said, I still don't have an answer. I said, good question, huh? And he said, great question. I grabbed both hands before we moved on and said, thank you, Joe. I'm going to keep going here about Joe since I'm a Joe girl. He was so attentive. I don't know what I was expecting, but he was wonderful. Never in my life did I think I would feel so at ease speaking to him. He somehow caught me. Finally, John Knight, what a gem. I said, hi, John. I said, I just adore you. And he scooped me up. What a hugger, right? I said, I just love you and Harley so much. I follow everything you do. He got emotional and I started in again with tears. I said, oh, John, you're wonderful, and squeezed him again. We were laughing and that was it. He was so sweet.
Oh, I love John.
I do too. Fast forward 2 hours, the show is about to begin when we brought tickets in pre-sale. So it was crazy. Heather got 5-star plus and the rest of our group was 58.
5-star.
Oh, 5-star. We were only about 6 seats from each other, but it was great. Heather had a perfect position to film me during the opening. Since Heather had already seen the show 2 times already, she knew what was coming. I was just watching, totally unexpected what was about to happen. I never in a million years thought they would open with Block Party, but oh my God, they did. Attached is the video that Heather took of me. Just watch it and you will see all the emotions. The show was the best show I've ever seen. Ever seen. Okay, so I'm skipping over a lot, but right stuff happened. Rewind back in April. I had an idea to get something for Barrett McIntyre because I saw his shirt. It's a Duncan themed and says she wants the D. It has double meaning. Joe, as you know, is a Duncan junkie and notoriously not only has BDE, but if you know about him, what? Oh, but if you know about him. I held up the shirt and when he hit the pose right in the right stuff, he looked right at me and saw the shirt. His reaction was cute. I have the video. Anywho, I ended up getting Joe 10 times right in my face. Holy shit. He was so very close. I could have touched him. That was a huge highlight. I mean, good Lord. CoverGirl came on and Donnie blew Olivia's mind. The song started and I shoved Olivia up in front of me. Our whole group book backed up a bit so she was in front and center. Donnie came right to her, pointed to her face and sang to her. He made her his cover girl. She was so elated. I have a mess of a video, but oh my God, it's attached. Please Don't Go Girl was easily the best rendition of that song ever. The outfit is hot as hell too. So for games, the guys were on the B stage. When they came back through the crowd, Donnie was one section over from us, so I rushed over to get some really great pictures. He came, looked me dead in the eyes, and I got a great shot. Then, oh my God, here came Vic. Well, hello, you hot Greek god. He was leading the way for Joe, who was on security shoulders. I was just waiting. I didn't want to have my camera up, so I'm searching for footage. Joe came through, looked at me. His eyes got huge and gave me that huge smile when he sees you. He grabbed my hand and squeezed it so tight. It was amazing. Sorry. Fast forward to the finale. Joe was doing his thing, just making every single person feel amazing. He came over to our corner again, and I finally got his attention again to give him the shirt. He said, "For me?" I said, "Yes." He opened it and read and thought because of the D, it might be for Donnie. He said, "For Donnie?" I said, "No, you." He pointed at his chest and said, "Me?" I said, "Yes, but for Barrett." We said that like 4 times. Lip reading is hard. He finally understood, looked up and read it and laughed. He held it in front of him for people to see and then put it in his back pocket. I sure hope he thought it was cute. I'm sure he did. Okay, the final magic of the evening came when we were walking back to the hotel and saw the buses. Our group of 5 and about 15 other people walked over to the fence, and who was there? Donnie. He said, "Hi, guys. I'm going to take selfies with my phone." Groups of 5. He took out the first photo through the fence and said, "No, that's too fancy." I looked at him and said, "You can crack the gate so the chain link isn't there." He looked at me and said, "It's up to security." The security guard said we were under the understanding that we were staying in control or something to that effect. Everyone, of course, agreed. He cracked the gate and started snapping groups of 5. He saw all 5 of us in our bright pink shirts coming. I again put Olivia up in front of me once again, and as we were walking up, I said, "You made her life." He looked right at Olivia's eyes and said, "I told you I would make it happen." We took our photo and said thank you. We watched the wonderful human go back to his bus. I looked at all of them and said, "This cannot be real life." The next morning, I headed to Des Moines, Iowa for my next show. That story is to come. Okay, my girls, this was so long. You may not be able to read it all, but it was such a long time coming, and I had to hit every detail I could in writing. Love you both. Thank you for the joy you bring and your friendship. Love, Katie.
Oh, Katie, we love you.
These pictures are so cute.
They really are. She got some really good pictures.
She did. She did. And I'll find those videos and post them.
Yes, yes. And they all look cute in their pink shirts.
They do.
All right. Thank you, Katie. We love you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to read the next story.
Okay.
And this is from Christina.
Right.
Christina.
Christina.
She's an OG.
She is. We were talking about you too, Christina.
We were. All right. This is Christina's individual meet and greet story. Hi, Brooke and Nikki. I am so excited to hear your experience at your upcoming shows, and Nikki with your individual meet and greet. It's come and gone. But we appreciate your patience. I wanted to share my mixtape 2022 individual meet and greet experience. Vanessa and I were lucky enough to get individual meet and greets for Grand Rapids. This was our 3rd individual. We've done them all in Grand Rapids because the ticket gods seemed to smile on us and allow us to get them for that city. We attended the Milwaukee show the day before, so we left in the morning to head to Grand Rapids. We jammed to NKOTB and BSB on the road trip. We still needed 4 people for our 5-star group, so we planned to get to the Grand Rapids venue a bit early to try to fill our group. Luckily, we were able to fill our group quickly, and everyone in the group was wonderful. We had 4 newbies in our photo group, and it was so fun seeing their excitement when they found out that they got to hug and talk to all of the new kids.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was number 2, and Vanessa was number 3 for the individual meet and greet lineup. Even though I've met the guys a few times, I always get super nervous once we start lining up. For some reason, that's when it all seems real. I usually like to give the guys a gift when I see them. I just try to find ways to express to them how much I love them and how much they mean to me. This tour, I had the idea to get them some items from LL Cool J's Rock the Bells shop. How you doing, miss?
My name is Elle. I'm from Queens.
I had bought some sweatpants for myself. When I got them in the mail, they were such high quality, and I was so impressed that I thought I'd get something for the guys. I know that they are fans of hip hop. Well, at least 4 out of the 5 are. Not sure how big of a hip hop music fan John is. I originally wanted to get them t-shirts that said "One People, One World, One Love," which is what was on the sweatpants that I bought, but they were sold out. So I bought Donnie a Rock the Bells hat because, of course, I would get Donnie a hat. The online store only had a couple of sizes left, so I bought the smallest one they had available. Yes, I Googled average men's hat sizes. I think the hat might have been too big for Donnie, though. I got Danny Rock the Bells socks. I got the other guys Rock the Bells ink pens and also got Joey a Rock the Bells journal. Though the journal didn't show up in time for me to give it to Joey.
Aww.
So I had my gifts for the guys in my hand while I was waiting in line. The on-the-list worker who was organizing us in line asked if what I had in my hand was a gift for the guys. I had a small panic that she wasn't going to let me bring in the gifts, but she said it was fine. Then one of the guys on the list workers thought that I was holding my belongings and was going to make me put them on the table. But the girl told them that no, it's a gift for the guys. I was happy that she had my back. It was my turn to go through the curtain. Danny comes out to greet me. We say hi and he holds out an arm for me to take and walk in the room. I hand Danny the socks and show him the Rock the Bells logo. I said that I hope he likes them. He said that he loved them and they were really cool. While I was talking to Danny, Donnie came over to take my other arm. Donnie said that he loved me and it was great to see me. I was holding his hat, so I handed it to him, and he said the hat was gangsta and that he loved it. I love Donnie.
Me too.
I love that he said it was gangsta. I told him that I hope it's not too big, and he said it was fine and that I'm always so good to him. I then told Donnie that I love the mixtape tour and I don't know how he keeps making every tour better than the next. I told him that I wish I could get inside his head to learn how he comes up with the ideas for the tours. He told me that he reads the fan comments and takes ideas from us. He's so humble. He said that you guys come up with this stuff and I just facilitate it. He did mention that some fans wanted them to nix Please Don't Go Girl and I'll Be Loving You Forever from the set list. And that was just fucking crazy. She didn't write that word. She edited herself. I said the word.
Brooke said it.
I love that man so much. Then I think they got us together for the group photo. The whole time Griffin was in the room and Joe was over talking to him. They had to get Joe's attention for him to come do the group photo. Then he went back to talk to Griffin. I spoke to Jordan next and said hi and handed him one of the Rock the Bells pens. I told him that I hoped he liked it and he said it was cool. While I was handing Jordan his pen, I dropped one of the other pens. Jordan was like, oh no, but he did not move to help me pick it up. LOL. I bent down to pick up the pen. Joe was still talking to Griffin, so I walked over to talk to John. I handed him a pen and told him that I'm not sure if he likes hip hop, but he could still use the pen. He said that it was cool and he liked it. Every time I see John in Grand Rapids, he asks me where I'm from. When our group of 10 came through, John asked where I was from, and I told him Milwaukee. So during my individual, John asks me if I was from Boston. I said, no, I'm from Milwaukee, and that they were there yesterday. He said, that's right. Then I told him I'd see him in Chicago the next 2 days, and he was like, that's right, we're in Chicago. And then it's Father's Day. LOL, glad I could remind him of their schedule. Finally, Joe came back over so I could talk to him. During our group photo, Joe told me that he liked my outfit. He said he likes the casual look, but that I really cleaned up well and looked good.
Aw.
So during my individual, Joe again commented on my outfit and how nice I looked. He can really melt a girl's heart. I told him that my outfit was from Patrick Petty's clothing line. Patrick designs the tour wardrobe for New Kids. Joe was really impressed by this and nudged Jordan and told him that she's dressed by Patrick Petty. Jordan just shrugged like he could care less. Gotta love the unicorn. Then Joe thought we needed to take the group photo and we had to remind him that we already did that. He was a bit distracted. Then I hugged John again and security was like, bye. LOL. I've attached some of my photos. I don't think that Paris took as many photos as Marcelo used to. Also, Marcelo would touch up the photos a little bit and we got them on a flash drive. Now we just get a link to them. I kind of like the flash drive, but I'm sure it was too time consuming for them to try to load everyone's photos before the start of the concert. Anyway, that's my story. Sorry it was a bit long. Have a great time at your shows. Bye, Christina.
Aw, Christina.
And she included her photos.
She did.
And they are amazing. She
They're
looks
so good.
gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love
So
her
good.
outfit.
I love it.
So
much.
cute. Yep. Christina, you are an OG.
You are.
We love you.
We love you so much.
And we appreciate your patience.
Yes.
Both to Katie and Christina.
Yes, thank you.
With reading the stories.
And to all of you who have submitted stories.
Yep.
And my cat wants me to hold him like a baby. So
Well,
I'm holding him.
Because
like
he
a
is just a
baby.
baby. He's just a baby. He's just a little baby boy.
Yep.
So that's it. That's all we got for you guys.
That's it. It's been fun as
Thanks.
usual.
As per usual.
We appreciate you guys listening and we will see you next time.
Absolutely.
Have fun at BlockCon, everybody that's going.
Oh yeah, have so much fun at BlockCon. We can't
Yes.
wait to hear the stories
Yes.
from it.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
We'll be loving you forever.
Forever and ever. Amen.
Bye.
Bye.